Quickie, bitch. All right, so I did my MCU rant yesterday. It was kind of about the people that say, "Oh, I'm off the boat of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I'm back on the boat. I'm off the boat. I'm back on the boat." You can watch that from yesterday, but this is kind of like a little news quickie that I wanted to talk about. And I figured, you know what, I might as well talk about more things that I'm passionate about, as well as laughing and sort of mocking the whole, you know, grifter side of the criticism sucks fan base, or all of that, you know, going into detail with that. Two separate series. So I have the one where I'm passionate, and I have the other one where criticism sucks forever. I can just keep doing that. As long as there's still stupid shit out there, I think I can cover that like real good. But this is about Marvel Spotlight. And this was kind of confirmed yesterday. I believe I was sleeping sometime yesterday. I said, oh, you know what, fuck it. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about this new news. So the Echo trailer being like massively violent. I'm talking people getting their jaws punched off. I'm talking blood, dismemberment possibly coming into the picture, people getting headshotted, necks broken, normally stuff that would make certain executives squeamish over there at Disney. You know, they're sort of going into the whole hog with it, of this whole violent act with Echo, and it felt like an unloaded chamber ready to be shot at this whole Variety article, because I don't think many people expected them to do this. Marvel is typically known for the more PG-13 side of things. We even remember that it was a point of contention going into Moon Knight that folks were saying, well, I don't know how I feel about this being TV-14, because Moon Knight, it lends itself to more mature storytelling. Why not expand the horizon, make it a lot more violent? You're exploring Jake Lockley, for fuck's sake. Why is this guy not being like overly violent? But then again, you don't see him that much, but it's kind of a whoa going into season 2, right? If you're going to explore that character more, you're going to see violent, insane deaths. It is par for the course. So maybe opening up this new Spotlight program is the meaning to fix said equation. And Marvel Spotlight is a new MCU label that will focus on bringing more grounded, character-driven stories to the screen with street-level stakes over larger MCU continuity. Spotlight projects will have a musical fanfare intro composed by Michael Giacchino. I don't know how to say his name. You know, I'm really bad at these very elaborate names. Goddamn, you know, I can't say Japanese names. You know, I can't say this name, so I apologize for that. I tried my best to try to pronounce, and I just couldn't for some reason. I got the stranglehold on my fucking vocal pipes, motherfucker. I know that, but still, we're gonna listen to this musical score by Sir Michael, Saint fucking Michael, right? And see what we think about it here. So hold on. Don't start the video. Don't start the video early, like it was fucking like jagging on like a cheap slut. Don't start it early, motherfucker. All right, so here we go. Sorry, I'm a little bit hyper right now, but here we go. All right, volume setting to this. There. There we go, explosion. The fucking ovaries are hot right now due to that theme. So here's what I think about the revelation of this news for Marvel Spotlight. Clearly, you know, I've been fritzing around fucking about for a while, you know, I'm extending this video. So I think this is a great idea. It's what everyone simply wanted for Marvel Studios in general. They wanted this more mature label, which is why this was positively received yesterday when Echo was embarking and beating the holy dog water out of people, like giving people them hands and knocking the mouths out. All right, I think this is great because once again it can lead to the possibility, potential, and ideas to introduce those street level characters you know and love. Of course, we already know this label is being set up for fucking Daredevil. Like it's coming. Born Again is going to fit these parameters. And if it doesn't, people are going to be screaming, "What is wrong with you? Why are you not doing this in particular, like utilizing this banner to its fullest potential? Why not?" And then there's characters you could bring in that are overly violent. I mean, there are people in the Marvel universe that are killers, like straight up killers. Like, we're talking like villains, anti-villains, fucking anti-heroes. You can have the Punisher come in, do his thing, you know, shoot up the bad guys, torture the criminals, put their face in exhaust pipes, or chainsaw their legs off. It's like, it's the fucking Punisher. The Punisher is death incarnate. He's going to punish the criminals and be the judge, jury, and executioner. That's what's important, the executioner as well. So I think this is great news for anyone into the mature side of the Marvel swing, and I want to see if the pendulum actually does go. And it seems like a test, really, with Echo, with the 5 episodes and everything. Seems like a test that could be the pendulum swinging from Echo to other characters. And I hope one question that has not been answered, right? If they have these projects that will focus on more grounded, character-driven stories with street-level stakes, then you have to wonder how far this is going to swing, because it's only announced for the shows, not the movies. Nothing was said about the films having R ratings, just the TV shows being TVMA. And I heard recently they had that acquisition of Disney buying out Hulu, and all the episodes are going to simultaneously drop on Hulu and Disney Plus. So they clearly did that for an intention, right? They clearly did that. They have their little wide stream things. I mean, it just fucking warms my heart to see we got to stream this on TVMA. As soon as you press that button, you're going to see Jessica Jones gets absolutely railroaded by Luke Cage BBC if you stream it to TVMA. So lock up anyone who is not susceptible to that sexual content. You know, maybe you'll have your lovers out there and your BBC enthusiasts who like Luke Cage. I don't know.
Doing the 5-dimensional BBC strokes to the side, up, down, left, right, all the way to the back. If you know the 5 dimensions of a vagina, it's not that hard to make a woman bust.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. That's just, I'm stupid tonight, man. It's just, you got your white woman loving your BBC enthusiasts and all this other shit. So don't listen to me, okay? Don't listen to me. Lock up your MILFs or whatever from watching all this, or maybe they want to watch it with you. You never know. Anyway, we're moving on. Like I said, I think this is a great idea. This is a fantastic idea, and I want to see this brand succeed, because there's always the possibility that, you know, I just want it to flourish, right? Because there's always the possibility they could put it on there, do it as a test, and neglect. And it feels like this is like Marvel's own Marvel Knights brand, where they set up these darker heroes to do certain misdeeds, and of course no bad deed goes unpunished. I hope they utilize it to its fullest extent. And it's the same thing that people said about the special presentations as well. Like, you should really open up and expand. And I think that's what they're doing with this, and I cannot wait to see how far it goes. And R-rated content definitely has some leeway. We already seen it before with non-MCU but Marvel projects, just like Logan. Logan was dope. Going outside of that, Joker in DC. And then we have what else? Fuck, I can't remember any other R-rated movie outside of Suicide Squad 2, but that was a good movie despite, you know, it not really selling too well. But still, you know, R-rated content is definitely a thing you could explore. We've been saying that for like several years, so finally seeing it come into fruition. What do you think of this? What do you think of Jessica Bones? Like, that's just riveting content right there on Orange YouTube, no less. We're not talking red YouTube, we're talking Orange YouTube, where all the fun happens, which is what you could probably see over there if you go and watch Jessica Jones season 1. Why am I talking about Jessica constantly getting fucked, man? I have no idea. Yeah, you know, lucky man Luke Cage. You know, if I was that black man, I would be tattering up that like white on rice. I'm telling you right now. All right, I'm done. So let me know what you think of the video. This is Renegade Operative signing out. Clearly I don't have a pog obsession, but I probably do, and I need to be checked into a mental institution for all the dumb shit I've been saying. But hopefully you enjoyed this video about Marvel Spotlight. What do you think about the more mature MCU coming into the fold? What do you think of the Echo trailer? You know what, just to pad this video out one more time, I'm gonna watch that Echo trailer right now. You're gonna hear my reaction, so let me do that. Let me pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just breaking the fourth wall here. Like, I talked a lot about Jessica Jones getting fucked in my next MCU upload, so here's the sort of voyeuristic view of my timeline so far. Let's see the downfall of Boogie, this man talking about how he wants to dig down some hookers in Vegas. He got the Arkansas 8s and the Las Vegas 10s. Let's look at what we got here. So let's see, Echo trailer. You got Synthetic Man getting roasted by Colin. That's pretty funny. Here we go. Here we got breakdowns. We got everything here. Let's watch the trailer ourselves. See, I'd be wild as fuck on Discord, man. I'd be wild, dude. All right, there we have it. So there's a young Echo, and clearly they alluded to the ice cream thing, which was something that I saw from My Time to Shine. Like, she has the ASL thing going on.
I see everything that you are.
And I think they clearly established this whole relationship with her and Kingpin, clearly trying to wean her into being a killer. He sees something special in this person, so he's like, okay, I have my marquee violent assassin here. I'm gonna save her life, and then all of a sudden, you know, take her under my wing and show her my ways. And this is where it correlates to the articles of them saying that she is a big piece of being a villain in this show. She's not going to be, and I guess it kind of, it might play into a little anti-villain roles where you think, you know, maybe here's this child that's trying to do good, and she has this whole background with her people, because I think she's going to be a native in this. I know there were people sort of complaining about the idea that they're taking more creative liberties with the character and saying that they're removing the powers that she had from the comics, and now they're going to introduce some new ancient Mayan abilities where she can just do it all, and it'll be pretty crazy and dope. Like look, I know there were people complaining about Miss Marvel and how she has the powers of the Jinn and everything, and how they miss her stretchy powers from the comics, and her having inhuman DNA. Now she's a mutant. Look, I don't mind creative liberties if they take those liberties and do something cool with them in the long run. And it seems like it's a portion in the Marvel's trailer where they steal Kamala's power. You never know what it could lead to. I'm just like, at this point, they already took a liberty with Thanos, and he's not a simp anymore for Lady Mistress Death. They took that and they decided to make him a lot more of a sympathetic genocider. And if they take it and make it interesting and cool, and make it, you know, where you kind of get where the villain is coming from, maybe you might agree, then I am totally fine with liberties being taken if they serve a cause, or if they're much cooler than the comic book counterpart, because not everything from the comics, I'm already like indoctrinated into this mindset, not everything from the comics will migrate over into adaptation media. And that's kind of par for the course for video games, movies. Not everything will migrate over, but whatever they take, and if the liberty is good, I totally don't mind them changing it up a little bit, because it's better that and fan service that they pull in from the comics than to see every piece of criteria from the comics come from a mile away. I know that was a long explanation, but I had to get it off my chest. Let's continue with the reaction.
I always have.
You got Fist doing his usual business of possibly beating this guy into a pulp. Also, damn, I don't know why the quality just looks like shit. Or is it just me? Let me see. Theater mode. Yeah, there we go. That makes it better for you guys. Obviously beating up this guy probably was stalking Echo, you know, the character, so. And boom, guy is getting his ass whooped. And one cool thing about the sound design here is the fists are echoing as he gets punched, which is synonymous with the key title card of the show. And there we see it, blood. What we've been asking for, blood, baby. Oh shit, just blood. Even though it's kind of a stupid criticism from people, right? They say, oh, there's no blood, no gore at all in the MCU. There's never been like any violent moments, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, we saw a lot of blood in Civil War where Downey Jr. had like blood all over his face as Iron Man when Cap ripped off the face mask or whatever and he's about to impale him. There's a lot of blood on his face. Like Spider-Man had blood on his face a lot of times as well. The scene with Walker killing the guy and Falcon and the Winter Soldier was blood all over the shield, and I'm pretty sure there's probably been instances of gore as well, or people getting their arms cut off, shit like that. I'm pretty sure we saw that before, so I'm just saying, not to this full violent extent, because I'm sure there's going to be like long shots focusing on very vile moments that we'll see coming up.
Don't be afraid.
This is where he recruits her, she grows up, and this is my left-hand woman right here. Wait, does that sign say, make America skate again? What the fuck? I just noticed that. Okay, so reference to Trump. Ooh. January 10th, let's go. And probably her over the graves of her parents, maybe? I don't know much about the character Echo, so I can't really say. I would assume, though, that this car crash is what has caused her to be the way she is, to be deaf. And of course, her injury where she has, like, one leg.
I have so much pain in you.
Oh, that's a bunch of bodies burning in the background, burning. This is very well shot. Like, yeah, that dude's dead. That dude's dead. So there was clearly an explosion.
So much rage that you can't contain it.
What is that? Hold on. It looks like she has a weapon in her hand. I can't tell what it is. It's definitely two-handed. Maybe like a, what the fuck are those things? Those little camera stands being shoved into someone? I would assume so, yeah. Clearly, she's in a, what is it? A fucking Disco Inferno up in here. There is a pregnant ceremony going on. So I assume this is kind of how she learned her fighting style from being this tribalistic warrior. Oh, that guy got shot in the neck. Holy shit. That guy looks like Agent 47, so I guess maybe crossing over with some Hitman a little bit. I don't know, but that guy got fucking murked. You see a lot of shots here of the tribal warrior, which is, I assume this is going to be leading up to the big brute fighting Child Echo for some reason, for maybe some superiority sake, training. It could be anything. It's a lot of symbolism with birds and walls and stuff, so I don't know if they're going to bring back the whole idea of Fist looking at a white wall of what his post-traumatic stress and what he used to look at as a kid, and the wall cracking, everything is like, you know, he was abused and his father told him, you know, stare at that wall, you're going to be fucking in trouble, stare at that, you little shit. So they might do the same thing, I don't know, wall cracking, or but he is into getting paintings like that in Daredevil, even though they say they're cutting the Daredevil ties, and that really pisses me off because I'm gonna miss Foggy and Karen, but maybe they will change it in post because Daredevil is being rewritten their first rewrite. So yeah, blood body cleanup, I love it. I think this is a little bit too loud too, so my bad. People entering a truck, the torture, explosions, so there's a lot of quick shots here. The black and white shot is awesome though, man. Holy shit. There he is! It's Matt Murdock! Oh, Daredevil! Daredevil is now I did hear so a little bit of a spoiler alert, but I mean this is pretty much common. You should know this shit. So they said like Daredevil's not gonna be in it that much. He's just a foil to one of the heists that is going on, and that's common sense. I mean, you would figure you see him at least once, but he's not gonna be like a focal point. This is all about Echo and her story and her show and her relationship with Wilson Fisk. But I mean, look, this is cool. This is badass. It looks like he has like, it's hard to tell with the lighting though. With the yellow piss filter, it's hard to tell what the suit is, if there's any sort of markings or engravings on it. It's very hard to see from the shot, but clearly it's a solid burgundy looking suit, which seems to be harkening, and it has like these little shoulder pads, which looks cool. I'm liking that. You know, that looks fine. You know what I mean? It seems like they're bringing some tactics of padding up, and also the classic sort of Daredevil look from the Netflix show, which is quite awesome to see. This is a cool shot. It's like some scenes in black and white, so a little bit of an artistic effect there. But you know, I'm wondering who is making this. They said there's writers from Better Call Saul, and I thought I thought that Better Call Saul was like a masterpiece to some people, so that really seems good. Oh, and she's fighting security. Here we go. Get your ass on the ground. And then here's correlations between her and Fisk, the monstrosities that exist with multiple people. Boom, you're my protege, you or me, you're gonna get this fucking beat down. The security guard is gonna get his ass beat right here. Boom, boom. It's like his jaw's falling off too. That shit's crazy. And then quick flashes of the environment, and this dude getting his neck snapped. He's dead.
So, who's the monster?
It's cool that this is when Fisk gets his eye like shot out. I think that happened in Hawkeye, because at the end she shoots him in the head, and everyone was, well, erroneously speculating that Kingpin has now died and he's never coming back, and it's the worst thing ever because they killed Kingpin off screen. It's like, you're not a comic fan. I'm sorry, fam. I just you know the plots. If you see the comic where Kingpin has one eye but he comes back, and it's like, come on, man. It's like, damn. It's like the one eye thing was comic accurate. He comes back, and I'm telling you, he's gonna be as strong as ever now. That whole shooting is definitely, and then he's gonna move on to be Mayor Fisk. We know it's coming. He's gonna be the mayor, Daredevil born again, and he's gonna be saying, "When I was a boy, all of you people." Oh, we're going on the road with the merchant. He's gonna do all them quotes, and that's gonna be awesome. So, and it seems this is where they have adversarial ties, and she wants to kill him at this point. So I would assume that's like way after the origin stories of the episodes, where it's gonna be like 5 of them, and then they're gonna reach some conclusion. I would assume she will not kill Fisk, and we go into Daredevil Born Again, and there we go. All episodes, January 10th. Ooh, set that profile to TVMA, baby. So that is my reaction to the Echo trailer. I figured I might as well just add that in while talking about Marvel Spotlight and sort of go from there. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed this video. I did not intend on doing this, but I figured I'd do something fun. I'd do something just, you know, something great, something fun that you can watch and have a good time with. Hopefully I entertained you. What do you think of the Marvel Spotlight? What do you think of the Echo trailer and the discussion around it? Let me know in the comment section below. You dig, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.